There we go. I think I got the sound sorted. I'm gonna have to edit this video to get it fixed. But thanks for letting me know, Diablo. I appreciate that. There we go. All right. So let me start from the beginning. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks, Diablo. All right. So video's titled 7 Steps to Prepare for the New World. So I know that's a little bit morbid, maybe, and I was just having a conversation with my parents about some of the stuff. They're in their 70s and they're living across the world. I'm in Thailand, they're in South Africa, so it's a little bit of a challenging situation. So I was getting into this conversation with my folks about what to do because they've got a restaurant. My dad is also a real estate broker, so he can't really do much. The country's under lockdown. I'm well, thanks, Diablo. Appreciate that. Hope you're well too. So 7 steps. So step one, I would say, is settle your debt if possible. So the reason is, you know, debt, even though the banks may give you a bit of grace or whatever, long term you want to get rid of that debt if you can, because debt that's not business debt, so personal debt, so credit cards, home loans, that type of thing. You want to try to curb that expense. That's mainly the process there, and that feeds into step two, which is to save cash. So if you're saving cash, that means that you've got a little bit of money to survive on in terms of food and just basic essentials. If a way to save cash is to move into a smaller apartment, if a way to save cash is to not pay for Netflix, if a way to save cash is to settle some of your debt, if you've got a little bit of debt left over on a credit card, sometimes that's not possible, but it's a good thing to do, and maybe it's a responsible thing to do, because the fact of the matter is we don't know how long this situation, this lockdown, this no work, this maybe less work, or maybe unemployment, depending on what your situation is going to be. So the next one is spend time or make time for people who's important to you. One of the reasons why I'm sort of spending a lot of time with parents and brothers and friends online. Obviously, we're socially distant. I live in Thailand. Everybody else is around the world. Is because of the fact that, this virus has brought on just the knowledge of knowing that we're all going to check out at some point, right? We're all going to leave at some point, and so just being aware of that and just knowing that, it's kind of, you let go of all the petty differences and just have a relationship. Make that call to your father, to your mother, to your sisters, whoever it is, your friend, your best friend, and just make amends. Say what you wanted to say, apologize, do the things that you need to do, and who knows? Life's too short to hold grudges. Number 4, and this is kind of on the morbid side again, is to actually sort your affairs out, meaning have a will drawn up. If you have assets, make sure that your life is in order once you've checked out. When you check out, whether it's the virus or whether it's any other time, we're all going to die at some point, so it's okay to say. And so just have that written down. Have a notary or have a lawyer or have somebody help you with that. Maybe discuss the plans with your family if you need to, just so that everybody's on board. So when the day does arrive that you do check out, or that somebody checks out, that you're kind of on board. You're aware of what's going to happen. In a lot of families these days, or have been for a while, where brothers or sisters are fighting over inheritance money or assets. There's movies to that effect that show, kids fighting over who's going to get the car and who's going to get the house, and you don't want to be in that situation. You want to try to be prepared, responsible. You're not preparing to die, but you're being responsible, so that when you do go, if you do go, when you do go, that at least those affairs are in order. Next is do what you can to earn some money. So, if you are a restaurant and maybe you're closed because of lockdown situations or just because of virus restrictions or whatever the case may be, pivot and maybe do delivery. Register your restaurant on one of these delivery apps, Uber Eats, or try to get into one of these food marketplace app type things, and deliver delivery service, or build a website and collect orders and deliver that way. Um, if you've got this huge kitchen and people are going hungry, you could put up a non-profit campaign that says, hey, you've got this kitchen, you can get access to groceries to cook for the needy, people who are starving, who don't have money to buy food. um, Give back in some way. Just basically just be useful and use your time well. In fact, that was number 7 that I had written down, but it's linked to the money situation. So I've covered number 7 already, but number 6 is just simplify your simplify and minimize. So we've got, like, if you really had to look at it, if I needed to find a little bit of money, I could sell this IKEA bookshelf, I could sell that microphone, I could donate some of these books to a school, or to somebody who's just at home looking for work, or who hasn't got anything to do. You see, I got another camera. There's another lens lying over there. I can't put my hand in the right position. There we go. So there's stuff that I could sell just to come up with a little bit of money, so that it takes care of a few bills if I need to, or I can donate that money to somebody who may need it. So in that way, one, I'm minimizing and I'm decluttering what I have, and freeing up mental space. That's what also the minimalism approach does. And also, it just gives you that little bit of comfort that, well, somebody else is making use of something that you don't need, and that money that you have, you can potentially save, or you can pay off your debt, like I said earlier, or you can use it in a way that's going to build up your business, or you're going to make food and donate that money, donate the food, whatever the situation is. Like, just be of use, be of a positive impact. Is, at the end of the day, these 7 steps to prepare for the new world is, the world is going to change, right? So these are all actionable things that you can do now, so that when the world comes around and we're able to walk around again, we're able to maybe meet some people, maybe not for a long time, but we're able to do a little bit of stuff outside, that we're in a situation where we've already taken care of the basics, we've got those worries behind us, and we can adjust and make changes to our business, to our income, to our living standards, so that it matches what is required from a survival point of view. So also, just, you might need cash to pay for medical bills, or to take care of somebody who needs the money, if you're in a place where the government is not going to take care of that for you. Hopefully not. Hopefully they do, but you never know what the situation is. All countries are doing different things around the world when it comes to this virus. And again, I just wanted to document this list, because it's kind of a time when I want to document stuff that's going on in my mind, also just use it as a vlog, use YouTube as a sort of a dumping ground for my thoughts, almost like a vlog blog, right? And hopefully this information is useful to some of you. It may not necessarily be marketing related, but I do want to also talk about some life lessons and some things that are going on with me that may help somebody else. So with that being said, thank you so much. Diablo, thank you for the comment. And if you do watch this video later on, comment below. Let me know what you thought of it. If you have any questions about what I spoke about, post them in the comments below. Hit the like button. Share the video if you thought it was worthy of sharing. And subscribe if you feel like you want to listen to or get notified of some more content when you hit the notification bell. Thank you so much. Be safe out there, and